Welcome, Virgo Libra, to your Astrodice reading for June. If you friends like this, please like and subscribe. Okay, guys, let's see what's going on with you. Best message for the month. And for those of you who are new, this is where I take astrology with tarot and make a small horoscope for the month. Already got the beginning of the month out first. That was because of that retrograde of Saturn coming in, which is going to land today. Nice. Get out of its shadow side and actually land. I explain more about that in that video. So if you guys haven't watched that video yet, please make sure that you do. Okay. It gives you more insight also on the Astrodice. Okay, so let's see what's going on. They don't always 100% resonate though, but they will sooner or later, right? You've got the Libra coming into the third house with the moon. So the moon's over here talking about this unconscious, sensitive inner emotions and responses that are going on with you at this time, my friends. Really bringing your emotional responses. I really feel that right now, right? Somebody's really got your emotions all tied up, or a situation. Going on over here with Libra energy. The energy is diplomatic, gracious. It seeks harmony and balance in relationships. So definitely talking about some kind of relationship that is going on, going straight into the third house. The third house is your potential to learn something in your local neighborhood. Ooh, so something has got your emotions all in a wibble wobble. Really trying to keep balance over here because you're going to learn something. You're learning something, whether it's about your neighbor or your co-worker or something that's going on within the community. We'll see exactly what it is that's going on. I'm getting straight over here. Definitely learning something though, that's for sure. Straight into the third house of Mercury. So the ending of Mercury retrograde coming as it's getting ready to end. It's really going to bring this up. And see what's going on over here with this Mercury. Okay, let's see what's going on. Taking the lead, whatever it is, it's going to allow you to feel like you're in control of the situation in the very beginning of the month, because it says that's it. Whatever I'm learning, I'm taking control, right? So really taking the reins. Seek the truth. Yeah, pulling that veil open. There's that third house coming through for the balance. And you have these two beautiful, people here, which kind of reminds me of balance right here as you're ripping both sides open. You're saying, I'll seek the truth to this situation. So it almost feels like if you have one person telling you one thing and you have another person telling you the other things, you're going to rip it open between the two of them and say, yeah, I'm going to find the lies. I'm going to see who's telling the lie and who's telling the truth. What is real? Breaking the veil of the truth. Not being able, I love that because it's saying I can see. I'm not going to be blinded to this anymore. So definitely having this awakening to the truth as you're really seeking the truth within the situation, or something is coming to you that's going to actually break this veil open and say, oh, okay, truth came through. But it does look like no matter what the situation is, whether you found the truth out on your own, someone said something that broke that open. Boy, oh boy. So having to take the lead. Yeah, it's got your emotions all in a wibble wobble, but I do see the strength that you're getting from being emotional and having the emotional response, because your emotional response is saying, oh, well, then fine, I'm going to be stronger than I was before. You're not going to take advantage of me. And that's because somebody is hiding something. With the 10 of coins, this is very good success for you. So you are going to find the success within any conversations. I see a lot of conversations. We have a lot of air over here. So there's definitely some kind of helping conversation to help you move forward, to help you find this answer in the very beginning of the month. Yeah. That's going to get rid of any anxieties. And your own intuition is actually going to break this open. And the reason, like I said before, is because it feels like whether there's two people saying something or maybe it's just one, it doesn't matter how the situation is. We're just going to leave it as they're saying something that doesn't sound right. But then I have this helpful conversation come through, which could be from this Virgo, from this Capricorn, that's going to actually break this veil open. And now I can use my intuition to say, yeah, okay. But it almost feels like you already had the gut instinct going on over here, that you already kind of knew the truth. It was like you were just waiting for that to happen. Because it almost to the point seems too like you knew it was going to happen. Right? Your instincts were so high on this that not only did I have a gut feeling that I'm right about the situation and that you are lying or this or that or whatever the situation is, I'm hiding this or however, it's like, I'm going to wait because it's going to blow up in your face. And it was like that gut intuition just told you sooner or later it's going to be revealed. And it definitely was, wasn't it? So definitely having this discussion is going to literally help you understand what's happening from your local neighborhood over here and learning about the situation. Do you know all of the truth in the very beginning of the month? No, there's still some utter determination of things that you're not truly 100% just 100 on just yet, but you got enough in the beginning of the month to say, I got you. Because all it's doing is telling you that you're in the correct, that your intuition was on target, and that's why you're taking the lead. Fine. Then I'll take the responsibility. You know, I'm connecting with my higher intuition and at a huge, deeper level than normal. Thank you, Mercury retrogrades and retrogrades, right? For doing so, because they're really opening you up. And you're going to open up this whole situation like a can of worms. Moving at the middle of the month. Observing. Wow. Now your observation is like, okay. But you don't have any fear of being alone. You don't have any fear of how it is. This is a love reading. Whether it's platonic or it's you know, however the relationship is for you. But it's somebody that you do love or are in love with. But however it is, it's telling you with the Chariot that it's time to get moving. You have observed enough of the situation that you don't have to feel alone anymore. See, the alone was because I'm confused. I don't know what you're doing. But when you take the lead and you become stronger about the situation, especially as you're learning about the situation, then you definitely feel inspired, right? And paying really good attention to know more about what is really going on. And this kind of gets rid of that feeling alone, because now you're kind of like, I want to know more. Hold on a second. I'm not feeling that bad anymore. Hold on a second. Now you're kind of, I don't know, for some of you, I kind of feel angry. I am getting kind of this anger feeling coming over me. And I think that that's going to be that because you want, you know, to be diplomatic about the situation. You want the harmony within yourself, but you want to feel the balance within the situation. I think where you were feeling alone, you were feeling sad. It's now you're getting more pissed off. Okay. The more you're learning. And I think that it's also because your intuition was so spot on that there could even be some like kicking your own butt kind of situation for some of you. I knew it. I shouldn't have done that. So don't take it so hard on yourself, you guys. Intuition, sometimes it's hard. Sometimes we do try to downplay it a little bit because we don't really want that, right? We so do, but we so don't. Because the truth hurts sometimes, right? How could they do that or play me like a fool? And a lot of times you know it and you don't even know what to do. But please don't take this on yourself, because I am getting a lot of the energy of I'm pissed off that I allowed myself to do so. I'm pissed off because I knew they were doing this. And why did I allow it? You see what I'm saying? Do not do that. Human emotions, we all do it. Even I know better. I'm your reader and I do it because I'm human, right? If I'm this person and you see me as this person, you could only be like, you know, a lot of people think that I'm like above everybody. Don't put me on a pedestal. Please, I am no different from any of you, right? And I hate that when they do that, because then it makes me not feel human. We all do this. No matter how good of your intuition you are, It's just because our human side says that I don't want it that way. But the good thing is at the mid-month, you're not going to feel alone anymore, because now you're going to want to cross these mountains. Let's just say it this way. She feels alone because she feels like nobody's coming. She's disappointed. She's upset. But now you're going to cross this mountain. It could be right around this full moon too, which is going to even heighten your intuition even more. She's going to cross this mountain, cross this river. Guys, and now you're to the point where you don't care if you get your dress dirty. You think she cares that she gets her dress muddy? Because that's the feeling you have now, right? It doesn't matter anymore. I can always wash it. Get it muddy and then wash it in the river. Right? It got it muddy, so now let it clean it. Right? And that's kind of what it is. If you feel like you got yourself in a mess, then you're going to just clean up your mess. It's all good. It's learning experiences. You learned. You've observed it, you learned it, you know, and now you're getting out of the feeling alone, because now that fire is going to hit you, and it's still an emotional response. It's just that the emotional response of where it's sensitive, don't think for 1 second that this fire energy that's popping up in this reading, even though it's not in these cards, it don't matter. I don't care. It's still a part of your sensitive side, because it's still a part of your root chakra. It's the survival side that's going to pop in there, because, you know, you figure majority of most of us have all 4, you know, signs in us. Now, I do not have any water in my chart, which is the craziest thing ever. My numerology number is Cancer, right? On a numerology basis, it's the only place I have water, but otherwise my whole chart doesn't have any water. I'm getting my compassionate side from the Venus, right? I have lots of Taurus in my chart, guys. Lots. Like 4 different placements. But, yeah, it's crazy. But, you know, you're going to find that, but that's just where it's going to come up. Queen of Coins. Using the resources within yourself. You're finding and you're moving into a more simplistic area, because the more that you have the understanding this month, the more that you're going to rework and rehandle this situation. You're probably going to cold shoulder this person or these people or this situation, because you have to now refocus and observe on yourself so that you don't get yourself stuck anymore. I don't need to be stuck anymore. Handling your own responsibilities and not worrying about what they're doing. Heck no. Getting past any depression. See, because now that you know the truth about the situation, it's out of your hands, right? You took control and things happened, and now all you can do is continue to take the lead, take the control, and, you know, tell yourself, okay, well, then I'm not going to worry about that anymore. I have my own journey. I have my own thing. I have my own, you know, meditation. I have my own dreams. I can be my own therapy, or I have people who can help me, right? And I'm learning. And you're learning even more communication in the mid-month. And I think that's where it's, wow, with the Page of Swords, yeah, that's where it's really stirring everything up. And that's when you definitely see that they are guilty of what they are doing. They're the ones that caused the cloudiness and didn't allow the dreams to come through the way you wanted them to, held you back, whatever the situation is, you know. And now you're holding tight to where you need to hold tight and getting a fresh new start by letting this go. Because now you're saying, okay, that's fine. Because, see, I can look deep within my own cup, within my own intuition, and now I'm going to move because I have profound discoveries through this situation, and I know exactly where I'm going to go, and this is not it. So whatever situations you have, you're now kind of giving up on that situation. Your perspective is still real good, and your intuition is sparking, but because of the new perspective that you have, you can now get more in control over what you need and have more visions and more dreams for the future of what you really need. Not allowing this to hold you back anymore within this love, you know, situation. So at the end of the month, oh my gosh, you got the Ace of Cups, because you focused on a new direction and embracing the new situation for yourself. So you're saying, that's it. This is going to make you feel like you even have more control over the situation as you're kind of squaring off within yourself. Yes, within yourself. See, you're not just squaring off with them, you're squaring off with yourself, and you're kind of like saying, that's fine then, I got this. I know who I am. See, because you just keep hearing bad messages, getting the control with the Emperor. You are now in 100% control, in which you are traveling towards what you really need to get your life refreshened and having fresh new thoughts, ideas, and things of this nature. You might even have new love coming towards you. I just want you to know that. And it could definitely be a Taurus, and you could be moving away from an Aries. It doesn't have to be, but it does feel like if you're getting new love, you're definitely going to be seeing that they're giving you everything that you need, and you're more focused on this other person, where you're gathering strength. I feel like whatever this is over here, it's very disorganized and very distrustful with what was ever going on. And it feels like, you know, with the moon, you could have been a little more vulnerable too at the very beginning of the month or the end of the month last month, between the 30th, 31st. Could have been some, you know, touchy-feely insecurities about the situation, making you feel a little more vulnerable for some of you. But now that you're really getting your mindset on where you need to be and really pulling it out, oh my gosh, yeah, they're guilty of the crimes of love. Yeah, not supporting, escaping the situation, aware of their toxic deeds, aware that they're breaking promises, and now you have this fulfillment of wishes. Wow. So you're bringing in some exciting new gift to yourself by doing such a thing. And then it's like taking care of yourself and your business all at the same time in the end of the month is really bringing in, almost for some of you, a little more flirtatious energy towards maybe this Taurus. And it's feeling like a more fantastic connection. It could even be a good crush, and you're kind of finding out that where they're not taking care of you or doing what they need to do, you're finding this more productive over here with this other person for some of you. For others of you, you're just finding this a huge influence when this summer solstice comes up around the 21st. You're really, really finding the growth within yourself and how you're going to stay strong. There's a lot of generosity also coming through over here, and it's going to also allow you to focus more on your money, right? So you have all kinds of things, and you're finding that, you know, you're learning this could be a really powerful time towards the end of the month to really break into something new and really stay focused on this new love, this new job, and that this power shift is coming towards you as you're focusing towards this new area now. Wow. Where you're really building strength. Yeah, really because you're traveling towards that. You see that? You got the Midas touch. And that's because you've changed your focus. Oh, well, then screw you. I'm not going to sit over there and wait for you and all your bad habits and all those things. I'm going to make new habits, new this, new that. But you're also making new habits for yourself in some ways, if you think about it. Because if you're refocusing on giving back to yourself, this new loved one, your loved ones, and not giving that any energy, then you're definitely breaking a new mold for yourself as well, which is bringing in the new promises, the new hopes, and the fresh rewards as you're working hard towards that. So it's definitely a huge shift. Wow, what a huge shift. Okay, so it's going to be way more inspiring for you as well. You're going to find this new vitality within yourself also. Very beautiful, my friends. Okay, until next time. Peace and love. Bye-bye.
Thank you.